All right, time for part two.
Part
Um,
two.
First though, are we gonna do our friends of the pod shout out?
Yes, yes. And if you want to join this elusive and elite club, 5-star review, send us an email. That's it. It's free. Other people make you
Yeah.
pay. This is free entrance. You
Anyone can be a
pay,
friend of the pod.
anyone can be a friend of the pod. You just pay with your blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? That's
To be a
it.
best friend though, you can pay with money. That's our other tier.
Yes, there's nowhere where you can actually pay that money yet. Just know it's working. We're working on it.
Yeah, start saving those pennies.
Yeah, start saving. Okay, so friend of the pod, we have Ani B.
Anna.
Yes. And oh, Anna wrote us a lovely email.
Yeah, I loved getting her email. Yeah, she
I
shared her
know.
thoughts on ACOTAR, and I thought they were great.
Do you want to share some of her things?
Yes, one of my favorite things, I just pulled up her email now, is she said, I was excited to hear you mentioned in one of your episodes you'd be willing to read the second book of ACOTAR. However, I'm worried for the baby of the family, Chrissy. All the audible yucking and blaying over the pod had me cringe giggling alongside you both. But I fear the next book will only get more explicit, and I might jump out of my skin if I have to hear Candace relive this with baby sister Chrissy.
Okay,
I did
so
thank you, Anna, for seeing me.
for real, like, can we do the second book?
Well, how spicy does it get? Because I think it gets more spicy as it goes on, and there's whole like 7 books.
Ani B made it sound like it was similar to the first book, where the first like 75% is fine, and then the last 25% you're just in like a bow, chicka, wow, wow, you
Oh my
know?
gosh. What? Why?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Um,
We
I don't
might
know.
have to
Everyone
think
says it's
about
the
it.
best one. All right. Maybe we can ask our sources who have already read the book,
Yes.
see what their
If you
thoughts
want
are.
to be a friend of the pod, you can put in your email. Should we read it? Yes or no?
Yes. Please let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have the email? Do you want to read
Yeah.
part of it?
So the second part that Anna wanted to share is that she really liked the end of the first book, but she felt like the curse was so specific.
Mm.
It seemed unlikely that that unique circumstance would ever happen. So it has to be a woman, and in that world, a woman hunter, which there's not that many. And she can't just kill the wolf or animal for food or for whatever reason. She has to do it because she hates fairies the most. And then she has to get captured, and then she has to fall in love, and then she has to say, I love you and mean it, and she has to figure it out all on her own.
Yeah. That that is quite a bit. I guess one of those things would be enough. Or I guess just getting a human to fall in love with you would probably be enough. Although maybe not, because there were some of those people who were like daughters of the blessed or whatever who loved the fairies. They would probably fall in love with you.
It
But
feels like it's,
she's right.
n- I mean, I totally agree. It's definitely a crazy number of circumstances, and that's why I feel like the fairy killing dojo would have made the most sense. Because the problem is not it's not really like all of the other conditions. Capturing someone, making them fall in love with you, easy. You get a person that's in poverty and then you kidnap them into a palace. I don't think it's that hard. I don't. I think
The first words out of their mouth would be, I love you.
yeah, kidnap me. That's fine. Be super hot. You're like super hot. You're in like this castle. You get anything you want. I mean, that doesn't seem that hard. The first condition of being a young woman who can kill this huge monster feels like the hurdle.
Yeah, especially because he was disguised as a wolf. So once she found out he was a fairy, she was like, I still would have killed him. But it's not like it was an actual fairy who was like provoking or like, taunting her in any way or like
Right.
Just being mean. I mean, the yeah, what's her face? What was her name?
Amarantha? Feyre?
No, Feyre. Faye. Faye was the only person in the entire world who fit these three circumstances.
Exactly. So I'm gonna have to agree with Ani B on this one that that curse is ridiculous. And that's probably why Amarantha said it like
Makes
that.
sense.
And then the second thing that I would say is that it didn't even work. It never even worked. What ended the curse was the new deal that Feyre made in solving the riddle.
Well, it would have worked if Feyre had said "I love you" within the time
Right.
period.
But I guess what I'm saying is like Anna's right. It's so
Oh,
specific. It's like nearly impossible to pull off. And they didn't
yeah,
pull it off. They had to make a
I
new
see.
deal.
Are you surprised she made a new deal? I guess she just likes making deals.
That part, the cartoony villain where she's like, "Blah, ha, 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 ha. I want to just torture you and then make this deal. And then part of the deal is you have to read. I mean, I can't get over that. Like that's just so crazy. And it's like she makes her read in English or whatever her native language is. She's not making her read in fairy. That would be like the
Oh my
play.
gosh. You're right. You're
And
right.
honestly, maybe she was reading in fairy. We don't even know because she doesn't know how
She
to
doesn't
read.
know. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, that whole trickery was totally lost on us because Feyre also didn't know.
Yeah. And the second to last thing Ani B said is that she kind of wonders if Sarah J. Maas had the Goblet of Fire section of the book in her mind, and she kind of worked backwards to kind of make everything fit together, which I think that's an interesting
Oh,
thought.
that's a great thought. Yeah, because yeah, in her email, she was like, I also really like the ending part. And it seemed like that was a story in itself.
Hmm.
Hmm, that's a great thought. Yeah, I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be like her strong suit of
The
writing.
Goblet of Fire challenge, it was the best.
Yeah.
So I I don't know who wrote the first part and who wrote the second part. If she wrote the first part and the editor's like, you really gotta like bring this home. J.K. Rowling's out here making millions.
Go read some of her books for inspiration.
Yeah, go read Goblet of Fire and come back. Like maybe that's what the editor said. Or maybe Sarah J. Maas was like, I'm gonna do Goblet of Fire. And then she wrote that part. And then she's like, how do I figure this all out? And then she worked backwards. So I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know.
Beauty and the Beast meets Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Interesting,
Mhm.
interesting. Well, I mean, okay, so going back to our first thing about the curse being so specific, how different is that from the curse in Beauty and the Beast? Because it was he had to find a human woman to fall in love with him.
Yes. That was
Yeah,
it.
that's a lot more general.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
didn't have to like go defeat the wolves with her bare hands and then like hate them so much, you know?
Yeah. But I guess you're right. In this world, fairies can be very lovable, but the beast
Right.
wasn't lovable.
Right.
So, yeah, so she had to add in another layer there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Because
Mm,
I mean, he can't be like super hot and be like, all right, you're super hot. Go make someone fall in love with you. You'd be like, easy.
done.
Rich, hot, callous, like
Magical.
magical. Like that feels like the easiest curse to break in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
So
You
I
had
guess
to
that
add
makes
something
sense.
else. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to be friend of the pod like Ani B, send us an email. We'll read
Yeah.
it. We'll shout you out. We also have F. Smith. We love her.
Woohoo.
UK correspondent. She's all over our comments. Appreciate you.
We do love your comments.
Yep. We have Meg, another girly in Atlanta. She sent us some of the reader mail from our previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina sent us some reader mail.
Yeah, and she's piloting her jet so that she can do
Yeah, get into her habit of reading.
get into her habit of reading. So, do we have any other friends of the pod?
Um, I don't know, but one of another friend of the pod, Claire, she's the one who recommended Fox's Tongue.
Oh,
I sent
yep.
her our email that we got from Allison M. Kovac herself. And I
Oh my
said,
God.
Claire, you need to read this. It's so cool. And also the way Allison writes, I'm like, it reminds me of my friend Claire, like very witty, very smart. And so I
Mm.
sent it to Claire, and Claire was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I need to listen to the episodes right now. And I learned another fun fact. My friend Claire has been following Allison on Tumblr for years, and they've interacted on a few
Wow.
occasions and have had conversations in the comments. So that's her claim to
Wow.
fame. I know.
I
So
didn't even, I don't even know what Tumblr is, really.
I didn't know people were still on Tumblr.
Yeah. I thought, yeah,
People are still there.
I guess so.
What are you doing there?
I literally have no idea. It looks like you blog, maybe?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, it looks like you blog. Oh, that seems fun.
Oh, they got bought out by Yahoo, and that made it go down.
Yeah, duh.
I do Yahoo. Poor Yahoo.
Poor Yahoo.
Is
All
Tumblr
right.
still relevant? Yeah. Well, okay. So lots of friends of the pods. You can be one too. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, send us an email, bookalicious.pod@gmail.com. And while you're on your computer, 5-star review, please and thank you.
It'd be so great. So great. Also, answer our polls. We have two polls that are actually genuine questions of do people read along with us? And do you want the banter in a separate episode? And those are the only ones people have not answered. Someone answered. We have like one vote on one of them. But we need actual
Oh,
answers.
yeah, we really need y'all to do your part and let us know. We're doing some market research.
I know. Or email us because I don't even know what episodes those polls were on. I think it was A Court of Thorn and Roses. Roses.
Court of Thorn and Roses Part 3, and then I did a Girl Talk mini episode
Oh,
trying that
that was
out.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. Those are all of our calls to action.
that's
We
it.
have business
Okay.
to do.
Well, welcome to Bookalicious.
A podcast. Oh, you can do the intro today.
Ooh, a podcast where two sisters talk about books that they're reading.
Sounds
I'm
good.
Chrissy.
Oh, and I'm Candace. Wow, that threw me off.
Yeah, what's the rest? Is that it?
Yeah. And today we're talking about Two Princesses of Bamarre, part two.
Yep, we're talking about Princess of Baymar Part 2. Oh
Wow, you did so great.
my gosh. And I have it memorized, but not really, because when I said it, I was like, I don't really know what I'm saying or where I'm going.
I just hope I'll find it along the way.
Yeah, like Michael Scott.
Yeah. Okay. Well, similar to Addie, we're also trying to find where we are along the way. And we got part two to read.
That's all right.
Okay. Do you want to share our emojis real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So if you're new to the pod, or if you missed the one episode where we explained this before we just started redoing it, we have another game called Picture This, where we send emojis about how we felt about the book at the end. And then we try to interpret each other's emojis.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to read mine?
Yeah, I think this will be really easy,
I think
especially
so.
because we've already talked about the book halfway. Well, I guess we do that every time, don't we?
Yeah, but this time we knew the ending. Usually we haven't actually read the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. So Chrissy has the smiling cry eyes, the face with the hearts, and then the sob eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the whole book, or is this just the second half?
Oh, I was just doing the second half.
Okay.
But I guess the whole book too, maybe.
Okay, so the cry eyes, like the smiling kind of cry
Sweet.
eyes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Like watering eyes.
Yeah, I think probably Meryl and Addie's relationship and their devotion to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So sweet.
so sweet. And then the hearts, the hearts. I don't know. Addie and Meryl again?
Yeah, honestly,
When
it was
they're
all about
reunited?
Addie and Meryl. Their
And then-
relationship needed two emojis.
And then the sob is they don't get to be together at the end, and that kind of sucks.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Man. Gosh, I literally teared up at the end. Did you tear up?
Oh, I didn't tear up, but I was sad.
Oh, I was sad. And then when I was rereading it today, taking my notes, I teared up again.
I'll be
Something about the
honest.
last paragraph. Oh my gosh.
I'll be honest. I cry a lot, but usually it's about me.
But
I'm
don't you
like,
see yourself as Meryl?
I know I'm like a narcissist or something, but like, I don't know. Like, it made me sad for sure, but I was not in a place of tears. That wasn't it.
Mm,
Okay. So mine's the
okay.
whole book.
Oh, okay. So Candy's
Oh my
first
God. We
emoji.
did the same ones. Okay.
I know. That's why it was so easy.
In a different
Okay.
order.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny. I thought you saw mine. Okay, Candy has 5 emojis. 3 of them are the same as mine. The first one is an eye roll. Second one is like a gasp with the hand over the mouth. Then there's the heart face with all the hearts around. She's blushing. And then, oh, this one's slightly different. It's the big watery eyes, but less of a smile, more of like an, oh, kind of
Oh,
face.
yeah. The
And then
cry.
crying
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Eye roll because Meryl and Addie are not nice.
They're so annoying. Yeah.
Gasping face. I think is it because you forgot everything that happened in the book? Or is it because Meryl got the gray death?
I'll be honest, I can't remember why I put that,
Oh
but
my gosh, you just made them.
I know it's at 7:09. It's 7:30 now, and I've already forgotten. Um, I think I think it was yeah, the Gray Death.
Oh my
I
gosh.
legitimately forgot. I just remember kind of being like,
Oh, is it
yeah,
because Rice is 1,000 and Addie is 12?
no,
That's all I got.
definitely not that.
Okay. Also, quick note on Rise. So we've been saying Rise, and in Anna B's, Ani
Ani
B's,
B.
Ani B, Ani
Yeah,
B's
Ani
email,
B.
she said, also, you guys are pronouncing Reese's name wrong. You keep saying Rise or Rice, but it's
Yeah,
Reese.
Reese. Well,
And
you know,
it's the same guy as in this book. Same name.
you know what, Ani B. Chrissy is allergic to peanuts, and I just don't know that we could say Reese, like Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, come on, Anna. I thought you were a friend of the pod.
Yeah, I thought you cared about Chrissy. Just kidding. We'll say it right. Reese. Reese. It's going to be really
Well,
hard to fix that.
I feel like at this point we gotta just commit to Rise for this book. In this book, he can be Rise, but in ACOTAR Part 2, should we do it? He
We'll
can
flip
be
back.
Reese. Is that how you pronounce it? Rise?
I don't know. I never know how to pronounce the RH sound. It's not one that's in the English like vocabulary.
I just feel like RHY is Rye, not
Like
Re.
sky.
Like Sky. Rise. I don't know how people get Reese, but that's how Sarah J. Maas said it's pronounced, is Reese. So,
Well, you know what? My in-laws, their last name is Ray, Rhea.
okay.
And I always wanted to say Rhea, like diarrhea.
Like a
And they said,
oh, I was saying margarita. I guess it's different.
and they said, no, it's Ray. I was like, oh. So I don't know. I don't know what the RH does, but yeah.
Man, yeah, we need some more clarity here, but whatever. Okay, anyways, so back to your emojis. Then you have the heart all around the face. Is that Meryl and Addie when they're reunited? Or when Addie goes off on her adventure?
I did this and I had like a reason and I immediately blacked out. I think that was
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember anything. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know if I read this book now. I think that was about it was either about Addie and Meryl or it was about Addie and Reese.
I don't think you would have made it about them. It didn't seem like you liked them very much.
Yeah, I think it's about Meryl.
Really, I just want to be right on the game.
Yeah, you're right.
Good. Okay, the next one is the teary eyes, but not really a smile, just an O face. Is that when Meryl dies?
That's the final battle
Mm.
when Meryl's being a poop and not drinking the water like she's supposed to be.
Oh my gosh, it's so
It's so
aggravating.
annoying. I know.
Ah. Okay. And the last one is the crying face. I'm assuming that's because they get separated at the end.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ready for our summary?
Yes.
Okay, so I wrote a lot here. I think I'm going to summarize the first part from when the adventure begins to the end of the dragon. What do you think?
Mhm. Okay,
Okay.
that sounds good.
So, the first part, this is starting in chapter 14. So, Addie begins her adventure with her 7-league boots and finds out that they travel 7 leagues when you take one step, and the spyglass lets you see where you're going. And on her way, she meets a series of foes. So first, she meets an ogre, which she ends up defeating by dragging him along in her 7-league boots and dashing him into a rock. Then she meets a specter in the forest who's pretending to be Rhys. He almost tricked her into walking into an underground tunnel and locking her in there until the real Rhys comes, and then they realize what the trickery is. As the specter starts disappearing, Addie demands that he tells her the cure to the Grey Death. He says he knows nothing of a cure, but dragons and fairies know, and it's easier to find a dragon than a fairy. Rhys and Addie get to spend a few hours together before he is whisked away back to his specter conference in the sky. The next day, Addie meets her third foe as she gets ready to find a dragon. While she's eating breakfast, griffins descend on her tablecloth. She doesn't know what to do, but the griffins take care of it for her and just gorge themselves on the magic tablecloth until they die.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. And wouldn't you know it, this massacre of griffins has attracted none other than her fourth foe, Vollys the dragon. Vollys is so intrigued by Addie that she picks her up and flies her off to her cave as her new friend. So once in Vollys' cave, Addie learns some important things about dragon life. One, dragons like to be entertained, and actually Rhys had told her this earlier, but now she's with a dragon. Okay, 2, dragons pay their guests with treasures from their hoard. 3, dragons punish their guests by taking away the gifts that they just gave their guests. And 4, it turns out that these gifts are actually their life currency. So once the guest loses all of their gifts, they've also lost all the love from the dragon, and the dragon burns them to a crisp. But then the dragon gets sad because they've lost a friend. So it's kind of complicated. Okay.
Yes.
So to entertain each other, Addie draws Vollys pictures, and Vollys tells Addie stories of her previous guests and even has stories of Jewel. So it turns out that he was a real person. So they weren't sure if he was just some mythical hero. Okay, during this cave time, Meryl has entered the next phase of the Grey Death, which is 9 days of sleep before her 3 days of fever and then death. With time ticking down, Addie eventually convinces Vollys to tell her the cure for the Grey Death. Volley tells her the cure can be found at a stream in a town over, where the water is actually flowing from the fairy's mountain. So now Addie knows the cure, but she can't escape Volley's cave. While she waits for the opportune time, she feels a helpful spirit to give her courage and strength, but she doesn't know who or what it is. Finally, the time for escape comes, and Addie sails away in her 7-league boots and slashes Vollys on her way out with her sword. On the way, she meets Rhys, and they go back to the castle together.
Yes.
So that's the first part of the second half.
Okay. So, fun fact, how long is 1 league?
Oh, man, Addie did this math so quick in her head. I said, who knows this? I have no idea. Is it 500 miles? No, that's too far. That's too far. 75 miles?
7 leagues?
Oh, so 7 leagues would be 7 times 75.
Oh. So 1 league, don't do that math. Don't do that.
Okay.
You're way wrong. What? What? You're what you are. Like, there's no other word around it. 1 league is equal to 3.4 miles.
That's it?
Yeah, not 75. That's why I was like, don't do that.
What?
One league is equal
Oh,
to 3.4 miles. 7 leagues is equal to 7 times that amount.
I mean, makes sense. So she's just rocking a 5K each time?
Well, times 7. So
But,
that's
oh,
what,
that's right.
26 miles maybe? Maybe it's a full marathon.
What would you say? 3.1?
3.4.
Oh,
24.16.
it's pretty close. Man, she would totally win.
Yeah. So these boots are like really crazy because it sounds like you just start running
Oh, that's what you
incredibly
were thinking?
fast.
What? I was thinking of it totally different.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking you're like slightly off the ground and you're like flying.
Oh, I was thinking it was like Roadrunner,
Oh my
where you like
God.
take a step and then you're like, vroom, and then you're like off.
That sounds so uncomfortable. You run a
Yeah,
whole
I know. I was like,
marathon
these
in five
boots suck.
seconds. Oh my gosh. No, I thought it was more like she's flying around.
Okay. One of my questions was like, how does she know how to use these boots? Because she's given the boots and the spyglass with zero instructions. And the boots are like floppy and dilapidated. And then she
I
puts them on her
know.
feet, and then all of a sudden she starts zooming around town, hitting things.
Yeah. She really just goes for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know either. Yeah, because Bella had given her the boots and she did say the boots let you travel 7 leagues in one step, but she didn't know what the
Oh, she
spyglass was
said that?
for. Yeah, so Bella did tell her that, but then Bella didn't know what the spyglass was for, but then Addie figures out it's so you can see where you're going.
Oh, okay. So Bella was so annoying because their mother, Addie and Meryl's mom, had these incredible treasure troves, and she gave them to the maid, and the maid like kept them in the attic and never let them
Yeah.
know about it.
I know, because she didn't want them to actually go off on adventures. Because she's like, oh, Meryl would actually want to use it, and then she wouldn't be safe. So everyone's keeping Meryl from her dreams. Maybe that's why she's so insufferable.
Yeah, maybe that's why she has to go live in Fairy Town. She said, I can't,
Yeah.
I can't stay here with y'all anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, I just thought that was like a little straight. I get like not wanting them to go on adventures and stuff, but it feels weird like withholding it. And it also kind of seems like this curse wasn't that hard to figure out.
Oh, okay. My question. So yeah, so we learn you drink from the river and it's from the fairies' waterfalls, then you get cured. Spoiler, they go to that town and no one in the town even knows what the gray death is because they've never gotten it because they always drink from the river. And I was
Yeah.
like, I guess there was just a lot less communication back then. Is this town totally isolated? How did they
It,
never know? I guess, what is that called? The study of how disease travels? Not
I
epidemiology?
was gonna
No.
say epidemiology,
Is it that?
pandemicology, illness, virology,
Yeah, I guess it's epidemiology. Yeah, so I guess epidemiology didn't exist. So,
which is fine, but it's like I don't think you need an epidemiologist to figure this one out. I think if you had someone who was like curious enough, and maybe that was the whole point, is that if anyone
mm,
had any level of courage, it wasn't that hard to figure out, but they spent 500 years being afraid
interesting.
and like not even trying.
Yeah, that could be part of it. Although, do you want to know a fun story about, was it cholera? You know the story
Yeah.
about cholera?
Well, I've
I
heard
think
about
it's
it.
cholera. Shoot, I
Yeah.
think so. But basically, they were like, "How is this? We're like, we don't know how cholera works. How is everyone getting this?" And
Hmm.
then someone eventually they like had a map of the town and they mapped out where everyone was getting sick. And it was on all these clusters, but it was in
Hmm.
clusters by certain like water wells. And so it turns out
Mm.
those water, spigots or whatever, they were infected. And so everyone who drank from those water spouts, they got sick.
Hmm.
And it took them a long time to figure it out. So I'm like, I could see why no one would figure out a river.
I, yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I get why they didn't figure it out. But I guess it's like I guess Addie did have to go fight a dragon to get this information. It just seems like it wasn't that difficult to figure out, okay, I
Yeah.
talked to a specter who leads me to a dragon who leads me to the cure.
That's a good point. Yeah, no one else. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess that is the thing. Maybe everyone in the town was kind of cowardly. It
Yeah,
wasn't just Addie and it wasn't just that one little village.
right.
Yeah, maybe that's kind of it.
Right. And then like even the people from the village, well, I guess if they didn't know about the Gray Death,
Yeah, so they wouldn't have told anyone. And I guess
even thought
also, I
anything of it.
mean, yeah. Also, it's like how many people are out there like trying to track down specters, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If anyone was like really curious and trying to solve this thing, it doesn't seem like it was that hard of a plan to put together.
But like I feel like tracking down a specter in itself, like that's already a really big thing. Like that's
I
already kind of scary.
Well, yes, yes, scary. I'm not saying it's not scary. I'm saying it doesn't seem difficult to figure out this plan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, Addie does seem to figure it out pretty quick.
Hmm. Yeah,
Just found my
exactly.
specter, went to my dragon.
Well, she starts looking, her adventure starts and ends within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I
She had to
mean.
go
Like it
pretty
didn't
quick.
take, yeah, it didn't take long to like put the plan together and figure it out.
That's a good point. But you know what? I guess too, she had her 7 league boots. Like she had all this magical stuff. Maybe that's part of
That's
it.
true.
Cause
That definitely helps.
yeah, because I think she couldn't have gone anywhere without the boots.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But that's fair. That's a good point.
So I wrote a comment that Gail loves her fairy tale girlies spying on people. Because you had Ella in her book
The book.
spying on Char. And
That's
then you have,
right.
yeah, and then you have Addie with this spyglass and has X-ray vision.
That, but it's like only the amount of extra vision that you want.
Yeah,
Which I don't really know exactly how that works.
magic.
Yeah.
But so when Addie's first figuring out the spyglass, she's like, "Oh, I wish I could like look through it and find Meryl." And she's like, "I wish I could like talk. I wish there was like a spy phone
Speak
or
glass.
a speak glass so that I
Yeah.
could talk to her." And I was like, "This girlie just wants a phone. She just wants a FaceTime." But
That
FaceTime
must have
didn't
been her magic.
exist.
Yeah.
FaceTime didn't exist when this book was written.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yeah. When
Whoa.
was it written? 2001?
Whoa. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. The iPhone didn't come out till 2007, 2006?
No, it was there before, right? It wasn't just not as big.
No.
What? Okay, when was FaceTime invented? Whoa.
Like
Any guesses?
2016,
No, 2010.
2010. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, very interesting.
Yeah. So Gail was envisioning an iPhone.
Oh my gosh. How out of place would that sound if Addie was like, I just wish I had an iPhone right now, or I just wish I had FaceTime right now. It'd feel like John Scalzi jumped in.
Oh my God. Yeah, with some product placement.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, were you surprised by the Spectre with Rise this time?
Yes, I was still confused with the Spectre with Rise. Like
Oh,
I had to reread it
interesting. Really?
because the new Rise shows up and I was like, is he the
It
real
ain't him.
one? Yeah, is he fake? So I don't know. I felt
Mm.
like Addie was doing the classic mistake of saying too much information to the Spectre.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Spectre was just kind of like saying half things, and then Addie would like fill in the blank.
Fill it in.
Like, oh, do you mean, are you talking about blah, 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 blah? And he's like, yes, I was. She's like, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
And that's
know.
like when people fish for scamming, that's what they do. You say too much.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, she has not prepared a second in her life for anything other than embroidery.
Well, Rice told her, if you wear my invisible cloak,
Oh, yes.
then specters can't see you.
Well, no, no one can see you except for specters.
Oh,
Specters
except
can
for
see you.
specters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's wearing her invisibility cloak, and the specter's talking to her like she's not. And she doesn't even realize that until like she's almost in the tunnel.
Yes, until Rise points it out to her, the real one.
Yeah. She never even realizes it. I was like, 'cause I don't think Gail told us that she was wearing the cloak. I don't remember reading that. Like I even
I
went
don't
back.
remember either. She might have. I don't really remember. Yeah,
No,
she might
because
have kept that one hidden.
she says, I tucked my sack under my head for a pillow, stretched out, and was asleep in an instant. And then she's
I think,
woken up by Rise. Well, maybe that's why. She was kind of like,
oh, in a stupor. But she would have been sleeping with the cloak on, like a blanket.
oh, she said, oh, Gail got me. She said, I
Why?
sat up, drawing the cloak tighter around me for warmth.
She got us. She
She
got
got
us.
me.
Man. Although if her head was still uncovered, that could maybe still, real Rise could maybe see her.
Yeah.
Just a little floating head.
I wonder if it's like
Disembodied.
yeah, I wonder if it's like the Harry Potter invisible cloak or if it's like the like you put it on and everything goes invisible somehow.
Mm.
Like I don't
It
know.
sounds like the cloak itself is just so dark that you can't be seen at nighttime,
Yeah,
but you can
I
be
think you're
seen
right.
during the day. So I think whatever the
Yeah.
cloak is covering gets covered.
Yeah. Okay, so when Rise is trying to convince Addie that he's the real deal, he says, Princess Addie, I'm no specter. It fell to its knees, clasping its hands dramatically. It played the real Rise to a fare thee well. What test did I fail? And I was like, cute or cringe. Man falling down
Um,
on the floor on his hands and knees, asking why you don't believe him.
that just sounds unbelievable. Start
That's
throwing
why
rocks at him. He's a specter.
that's why I thought he was a specter. I'm like, this is crazy. You're this sorcerer and you're falling down on your hands and knees.
He is just so outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah. My note during this part was I like Rise and I like Addie, but I don't see why Rice likes Addie.
She's flop.
Like,
He's
I
super
think
cool.
he's super cool. I think she becomes super cool,
Yeah,
you know?
later on. Yeah, after she gets a little calloused.
Yeah. In the
But up
cruel,
until
hard
this
world.
point, yeah, it's like she doesn't do anything. She just
They've
like
only
sits
talked like
around.
twice.
Right. Sits around, doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, red flag
So,
or deal breaker.
okay.
Sorcerer's feet are very ugly, very bony. And then it says, his toes were bony, with a tuft of hair at the knuckles. Its toenails needed trimming. Red flag or deal breaker.
It wouldn't be a deal breaker.
If they had bony feet with like tufts of hair on the knuckles and their toenails were so long.
Well, can't you cut them? I feel like those are all changeable things, you know?
Those are, but I feel like they're indicative of other things.
What?
Like
That's the way
poor
his toes are
hygiene.
made. What? Oh, like where you don't clip your own toenails?
Yeah.
I
And
mean, that seems
you're
like the easiest thing to do when you're magical.
that's what I'm saying, and he's not doing it.
That's a good point.
Poll question. Red flag or deal breaker. They
Oh,
do
that's a
not
good
trim their
one.
toenails. Even though they're magical.
Oh my gosh. So for you, it'd be a deal breaker?
I think so.
Really?
No, it probably wouldn't. Not if he was a sorcerer and he was really cool and he could like make magic clouds for me.
I know,
I would
right?
just tell him to fix it.
I I love all of his clouds. You can make cloud like socks for himself.
Cover up his feet.
Yeah. Okay. So then we see the part where she uses the magic tablecloth as a weapon.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, one thing before we go there. Rice makes a cloud Addie for
Oh
her.
yeah.
And I thought was really nice is like she says, my straight brown hair wasn't wispy, it was full and graceful. My pose was graceful, back straight, long legs, gray eyes were luminous, ardent. And I was like, oh, that's how Rice sees her.
I did think that was really cute. Like I think that's really sweet, but I just don't see how he like is already so in love with her.
Maybe he sees so many humans and he's like, what's with this one? She's so mysterious. I want to crack that nut.
Maybe. Crack that nut. That's like remember Extreme Makeover Home Edition? I said move that bus. Crack
Nut.
that nut.
Okay. So now we're at the dragon. Not the dragons. The griffins? No.
Griffins? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I pulled anything out from this part. Did you have any notes?
What chapter is it?
Um, let's see here. Around 18, I think.
Yeah, so the only thing was like so basically what happens is these griffins, they don't know when they're full, so they just keep eating things nonstop. They're like I don't even know. Like the people in Wally just like nonstop eating, can't
Yes.
stop. And so Addie has her little tablecloth and it's just making nonstop food and the griffins eat themselves until they explode.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty clever.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all of Addie's triumphs, they feel very realistic for someone who is 0% prepared.
I was just gonna say that. Like, it's kind of a little gimmicky that she's like getting out of all of these things because of her little magic trinkets, but it's also like it would be unrealistic if she was just Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah. Or I don't know, Feyre.
Teaching herself how to swim. She's like, I read books on how to kill dragons, so now I know.
Yeah, at least Addie knows how to read, I guess.
I was just gonna say.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I feel like all of this for the world we're in feels very believable.
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, because that, how could she possibly defeat all of these things with no training, no muscles, no abilities?
Yeah. Yeah, she just kind of gets things in the nick of time.
And maybe that's why Gail sent Rice off to his sorcerer convention, is because she didn't want him coming in and her just being the damsel in distress.
Yeah,
Like Addie had to figure all this stuff out.
right. Yeah, but he comes in and helps once, so they get to see each other for the fourth time in their life.
Yeah, I know, before he proposes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Uh, yeah, no, I really like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, any other notes before
Mm,
Volleys, the dragon?
nope. Do you say Vollys or Volleys?
I've been saying volleys, like volleyball.
I've always said Vollys.
That sounds more like a name.
Volleys?
Yeah, because it's like volleyballs, but you take out the ball. So
I'm down.
volleys.
Volleys. Why not? All right.
I have
Volleys.
no idea. So you
I
said
think you're right.
volleys? That
Vollis.
Vollis. Oh, it's the ones with the Y, Rice and Vollis. Vollis sounds like a good name.
Yeah. Okay. This is I don't even know what to say. Let me share.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Volley. Is that how
I've
you
heard
were
that
saying
word
it?
before. I was saying, yeah, saying like volleys.
Oh, volleys. Oh, okay. So that's exactly what you were saying.
Yeah, but that one's spelled differently because it has an extra E.
Yeah, that's like volleyball, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Volleys. Volleys it is.
Volley's kind of a weird word.
Wait, volleys?
You
Wait,
were saying
how are you saying
volleys,
it?
weren't you? I was saying
How are you?
volleys.
Volleys, volleys. I'll call her
Volleys. Yeah,
volleys.
volleys.
Okay. All right.
Volleys like Wallies.
Volleys like Wallies. Okay, good. Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. So
Sorry.
yeah, so we're at her cave now and they're entertaining each other.
Yep.
Yeah. I loved Volleys as a character. I thought she was great.
I thought she was an excellent villain.
Yeah.
Just
She's yeah.
very evil, but also like affable in a way. Like she would make me laugh.
Yeah, like you kind of liked her. She wasn't just evil just to be evil.
Right. Because she wanted a friend, you know?
Yeah. Gail, so good.
For being like in such a short part of this book, making her both likable and evil, I just thought that was very well done.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So good. And maybe she does that so well because Volleys is so what's the word when you flip from one to the next?
Uh,
Bipolar kind of?
yeah, erratic, maybe.
Erratic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because she goes from like, "Oh, Addie, you're so great and so entertaining," but
Mm-hmm.
then she'll take a nap and wake up and she's like, "Give me half of your things. I'm tired of you
Mm-hmm.
now." And so yeah, so it's just kind of like this abusive type of relationship where you never know what kind of volleys you're gonna get.
Right. Well, I mean, if you imagine like what personality would a dragon have, you would think very fiery, you would think very volatile, you would think,
Yeah.
up and
But she's also
down.
kind of sweet. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
just
So
interesting.
it's Volleys who makes fun of the homely truths. So
Oh yeah.
Addie's trying to like come up with things to like entertain Volleys because it's like the only way that she can survive is if she can do like the song and tap dance to keep
Yes.
Volleys like entertained enough. So she starts going into the homilies. And then Volley says, "What about this? The impetuous man is overtaken by his desires." I I don't really understand what that means, but she said, "It would be a fine homely truth, no?" And then she laughed. "Or food for thought requires a mind with teeth. What I adore about the best of them is that they almost mean something."
Yeah.
And you're just like, "Oh my God." Because
I
you're
kind of
right.
like the food for thought though.
Because it sounds good, but it doesn't mean anything. A food
But
for
doesn't
thought
that one?
requires a mind with teeth.
I get some meaning out of it. You have to be able to actually think about the things in
I
order
guess
to
that's
digest
true.
them.
I
I
guess
like
that's
that
true.
one.
Well,
Am I the father in this
you're the
story?
father. You're sitting there reading all your fortune cookies, loving them.
I do love fortune cookies.
So, Addie's original plan with the dragon, I thought was pretty good. Do you remember it?
Yeah, she was gonna have her boots on there and say, I don't care if you kill me right after you tell me, but tell me the cure to the gray death. And then the dragon would tell her, and then she'd take a step and say goodbye, and then she'd be on her way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so she was gonna wait for the dragons to leave the nest, and then she was gonna sneak in
That's right.
and then greet them outside, say the spiel, and then run off. And I thought that was actually a really good, reasonable plan.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Hmm.
But she got picked up by volleys instead.
Yeah, she got She got the griffins to eat themselves into a gorge, but then that just attracted the dragon, I think.
I know. Although it's a little unclear because when Addie is looking at Vollys through her spyglass, she's like, I feel like Vollys can look back at me. And like dragons just know things. So I don't know if it was
Oh.
because of the griffins or if it was because Vollys sensed her. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little unclear, a little vague,
Yeah.
but on purpose, maybe.
Yeah, I would think so. So what did you think of, did you like the little story passages when they're talking about like the legends?
Like when it's in italics, all the
Yeah.
epic poem things. I feel like when I was younger, I thought those parts were more boring. I didn't like them as much, but I think I like them a lot more now.
I feel the same way. And Gail did something similar with Ferris with the songs,
Oh, yeah.
like similar kind of idea. But I feel like she pulled it off a lot better with the legends versus the songs.
Yeah. And honestly, this time reading it, I was like, these are good. I like
Yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
know.
impressed. Yeah, so I liked her origin story of the Gray Death, which we find out through Volleys.
Oh, what was it? I can't remember.
So it was Volley's mom, Uni, I think, who was a dragon.
Yo,
hmm
mm-hmm.
Drualt killed her, and in her dying breath, she released the Gray Death into the world.
Mm.
hmm But Uni told Volleys the cure before she died.
It's kind of weird how the cure has nothing to do with the curse. Like you would think it would
Yeah,
be pacifying the dragons, or
that's a good point. Why is it with fairies?
like why is it this random fairy town water?
That's a
And
good
the
point.
fairies never tell anyone.
I don't think the
They're the
fairies
craziest
know,
ones.
right?
They do know.
Well, you know what? Okay, so skipping ahead, is it because Drual is a fairy and he's like, we can't help the people. They didn't help me. They need to figure it out on their own. Is
That
that
could
why?
be, but if that is that, you just became like the worst villain.
I know. Yeah, that isn't. I don't know. I don't know why. Unless the fairies just don't actually know the cure, which I feel like that could be possible. Well, no, but they say the fairies know the cure. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't they say anything?
And then you find out, jumping to the end, is that the fair, well, let's talk about it when we get to the end.
Okay, okay.
Um, but yeah, I thought, um, Volleys, so she's about to tell Addie, and I had totally forgotten what the cure was. So I was like, what is it? What is it? What is it? And then she's like, I liked you better before I began to recite. Mother would be alive today if not for humans. Perhaps I shan't tell you after all. And I was like,
Evil.
that was so good. Left me
I
on a cliffhanger.
know. He is such a good villain.
She was
Oh
great.
my gosh. Yeah, but like you never know what to expect because then she tells her the cure and she doesn't immediately hate Addie. It comes
Right.
after a few days.
Yeah.
Man.
When Addie's stuck in the. Did we get to the part where she's stuck in the cave? Or is that the next
Yeah.
part of the
So we've
story?
gotten to the part where she's left the cave.
Okay. When she's like stuck in the cave, all she's doing is using her telescope and
Oh
like
yeah.
looking at things. And everything she looks at is like sad. And she sees like a griffin swoop down and snatch a baby from its cradle, a
Oh
troop
my
of
gosh.
ogres besieging a walled town, a coach rolling down a quiet lane, accompanied by a company of archers. And then I wrote Addie's doom scrolling.
Gail was way ahead of her times.
She's stuck in this cave, and all she could
That's
do is just
so
look at all the
good.
perils.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what's happening. Oh, that's so funny. I
Okay,
do
that's
like,
all. Oh, go for it.
well, this is kind of jumping ahead too, but we can put a bookmark in it because I like how Addie ends up as far as her role as princess and queen, which kind of starts here
Yes.
with her seeing all the, doomsday things.
Yes.
but we can wait for that.
Okay.
Okay, ready to get back to things?
Yep.
Okay, so Addie has escaped the cave. She meets Rhys on her way back. They go back to the castle together. Okay, Addie is reunited with her sister Meryl and learns that Meryl only has until dawn before the Grey Death takes her away. Meryl has her, I know. Meryl has her next adventure when she, Addie, and Rhys all start trekking to the Fairy River together, which is where the cure is. On the way, they meet the town that refused to help Geralt in his time of need, and they all band together to help the crew make it to the Fairy Mountain. Once there, Vollys has a welcoming party for them in the form of ogres and griffins ready to eat everyone up. Meryl only has a few moments to get to the river before the Grey Death takes her. While Meryl is running, Addie gets picked up by an ogre and she screams, causing Meryl to turn back to save her. Meryl starts collapsing because dawn is coming, but then Addie gets smashed with a rock and blacks out, so we don't know what happened next. Then, next thing we know, I know, Addie wakes up and she sees all of her friends there, Meryl, Milton, and Bella. Rhys isn't there, but they say he's resting in another room. Addie is so happy that everyone is okay, but everyone is sad and they won't tell her why. Eventually, Meryl tells her the truth. The cure for the Grey Death came at the very moment Meryl was supposed to die. The cowards found their courage and rain fell over all of Bamarre, which was the prediction of when the cure would come.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who had the Grey Death was instantly cured, but since Meryl was on the brink of death, she couldn't be cured. Instead, the fairies came down from their mountain and offered her an alternative. She could be well again if she agreed to become a fairy and live in their mountain forever. She agreed, and so now she's an immortal fairy and can fight fairy adventures for the rest of her life. Both Addie and Meryl cry a lot because they know that things will never be the same, and even though they're both alive, it's like they'd each lost a sister. Ooh. Still sad, Addie begins learning about Meryl's fairy life and finds out that Geralt is a fairy too. Not only that, but he was a spirit that helped her on her adventures. And not only that, but Geralt and Meryl are actually in love now.
What?
Wow.
It's only been a few days. Okay, fine.
I know.
We'll get there.
Together, they strategize how Addie can bring peace to the human land. Rhys eventually wakes up, and he and Addie are madly in love now, so Geralt and Meryl officiate their wedding on the Fairy Mountain. Addie asks one more time if Meryl can stay with her and Rhys in the castle, but Meryl says she kept her promise and needs to help the fairies now with their adventures. Addie knows that's the right thing, and Meryl promises to be with her always. Meryl would visit and tell... Then this part is from the book. Meryl would visit and tell of her adventures, and Addie would weave their adventures together into tapestries, showing them fighting back to back. And perhaps one day, someone would make up verses about us, and we'd be together again. The Two Princesses of Bamarre. And then the book ends with a stanza from the new epic poem, The Two Princesses of Bamarre. That is so good.
That is so good. That's so sad.
Oh my gosh. I think so good. So perfect.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the beginning of this.
Okay.
When
back at the castle.
Back to the castle, they have Meryl and they're going to go run her to the village.
Yeah.
Rhys puts on one boot. Addie puts on the other boot. And they hold hands and like run to the town. I didn't feel like that was like a good idea.
That seems so hazardous. If someone, this like invalid who's on their deathbed, and you're whizzing them around.
But like, it was reminding me of like, you know, the I don't know what it's called, the bunny hop when you
tie your legs together or whatever.
Yeah, you tie your legs
race.
together. Yeah, a three-legged race. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It was reminding me of a three-legged race. And I was like, this just doesn't seem like realistic. And especially because how I was imagining the boots is that it just made you run really fast. And then they each only had one leg.
They would just be dragging the other leg behind.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, you can see why I struggled with this book before.
That's so funny. No, I think they're just like kind of floating.
Yeah,
but like
I
flying
think you're right.
through.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
That's so funny. I really like that interpretation, though.
Do you think it's strange that the town that didn't help Geralt and is what caused the curse is also the only place that has not been impacted by the curse?
What? They didn't cause the curse, but they didn't help Jewel.
Oh, there was another town a little further down.
So what this town did was Jewel and the love of his life, also named like Feyre. No, Freya, named Freya.
Sarah J.
Hmm.
Maas.
She read this book.
She's been reading this book. She's been reading
I
this
think
book.
so. I really want to look into this now. She lifted a few things from
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
Okay, so Jewel and his sweetheart Freya, they're doing their heroic things, but then one day Freya starts getting attacked by all these like griffins or ogres or something, and she was calling for help, but no one in the town would help her. And then Jewel finally came to her rescue, and he was too late to save her. And so then he like
Mm.
basically cursed the town and was like, "I'm not coming back until the timid are walking with the strong," or something.
But which town was that?
It was that town that
Next
has
to the
a,
waterfall?
yeah, next to the waterfall.
That's what I mean. Why are they there? Because they're not impacted by the curse because they get to drink out of the waterfall.
But I think the curse was separate because it's when he killed the dragon. The dragon released the curse. So it just so happened
Oh,
that the town that had a bunch of cowards, they just so happened to be immune from the plague.
interesting.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a coincidence, I guess.
Maybe that's part of the reason why no one ever found out about it because they never left.
They never left the town. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Hmm.
Putting pieces together.
What did you think of Meryl and Gavin and like, let's see. Oh, they're like desperately trying to get Meryl to the fountain, and Rhys like pulls Addie to the side, and he's just like, "I think we should get married." What did you
Oh
think
my
about that?
gosh. I don't remember thinking it was crazy. Maybe did I think it was crazy this time around? I don't even remember that part. Yeah, I think I felt like, wow, this is sudden.
I just
A
wrote,
lot.
"This is not the time."
Well, that too. Well, he was to his credit, he was like, we might both die, and I just need you to know how much I love you. I was like, well, okay.
I did think that was like made it like a little better, but I'm just like, if that were me and you're like on your deathbed, you're having like an allergy attack, I'm trying to get you to the nearest Benadryl
ER.
that I can, the ER. I'm like desperately trying, and some guy that maybe I'm into for a long time, he's like, I think we should talk about getting married. I'd be like, you need to be quiet. Any energy needs to be walking faster. Like,
I know.
you know?
Okay, I want to know why Rice wasn't carrying Meryl to the river. Does he, I think he maybe eventually does that, but why wasn't he flying from the start? Because that has to be faster than crippled Meryl hobbling along.
Meryl is in a fever dream because up until this point, she has been bedridden, can barely move. And then in this last stanza of this book, she's literally running around, slaying beasts, like walking, all this stuff. It doesn't make any sense.
I know. Well, she said the gray death has given me one last bout of energy. So they kind of mention it, but it is kind of crazy that her last 12 hours, she has all of her energy has returned after
Yeah.
laying in bed for 2 weeks.
She's just in like full delirium, just
Yeah.
running around. Do you wish Meryl had just run straight to the fountain instead of
Mm.
causing all of these, like, because she kept stopping every time she would try to go, she'd be like, oh, it's my adventure, and then she would go fight someone.
Oh, yeah. I know. I kind of do because I feel like, yeah, the adventure she was really on was the gray death. She needed to finish that adventure first
Yeah.
and then help out with this adventure because she's going to be more of a help if she's fully well anyway, you know?
To me it just felt selfish that all of these people are doing all of this to help you get well, and you think you're right at the end, and then it's like you don't do it.
Mm. Could she have safely made it there without fighting off the monsters?
It seemed like, yes, it seemed like she was running circles around these monsters.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying. I know, because she was so close.
I know. That's what I mean. Like it's
Yeah.
like you see it in the distance and it's like because she was not 100 there was like one part where she's literally like running around flying on like a griffin's back or something. It's something like very like dramatic where I'm like stop.
Like you don't have
Stop
time for
doing that.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if that was on purpose though, because it's like neither Addie nor Meryl, are perfect characters. And so now we're seeing Meryl, even though she's been so selfless and taking care of Addie, it's like this could be her selfish moment. Because maybe, yeah, she should have just run to
Yeah.
the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she's not supposed to be doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good point where it's like, maybe Meryl's just felt like I've done all these things for Addie and here's my chance and who knows if this cure is
Yeah.
really going to work and I just really
Yeah,
want to
that's
do it,
true.
you know?
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, it is true. She has a whole town trailing behind her, and they're all dying.
I
Well, I think
know.
only one guy dies, but still.
He's
Ah,
just a commoner though, so we don't care
I
about him.
know. Like Trina.
Oh my God. So, what do you think about Meryl becoming a fairy?
I felt like that was a really good ending for this story because she doesn't die, but she's not with Addie still. She doesn't live the same either, but she gets her life full of adventures and she gets to be with Jewel, who is the perfect guy for her. Their
He,
relationship, I think, makes more sense, honestly.
I mean, yeah, he's been waiting around 500 years for another human fairy to roll in. Everyone else is just
Yeah.
orbs of light
Yeah.
because the fairies get
Okay.
to pick their shape.
Oh, that's what happens?
That's what I thought.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I did think though, is that also like ACOTAR? Because they make Meryl into a fairy by all becoming little orbs of light and they all surround her with their light. And that's not exactly what happened in ACOTAR, but it kind of reminded me of it.
Okay, I'm sniffing a conspiracy theory that Sarah J. Maas is Gail Carson Levine's daughter, perhaps. Or
What?
fan.
You don't think she just read her books? Oh yeah, fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. I think we could be onto something,
I
but I
I
don't think
kind of
anyone else.
I kind of think so.
I don't think anyone else is on this trail though. Maybe this can be our next Reddit post and we'll see if we get
Well, because
railed.
remember we were reading A Court of Thorn and Roses and I was like, this is basically like adult Gail Carson Levine.
Yes. I think we have some good evidence for our theory.
I
Takes
think
fairy
so.
tales and rewrites them.
Right.
Same names,
Same
similar
names.
concept of fairies.
Hmm.
That's all I
Always
need.
a love story. I know. But yeah, so I think it makes sense that Drawalt likes Meryl because he's been waiting around for a human. And it makes sense that Meryl likes Drawalt because she's been obsessed with him since forever.
Yeah.
Although they always say you shouldn't meet your heroes.
I know, right? It's like, how could they ever live up
Yeah.
to things?
They're I think both these sisters are headed to divorce court.
Oh, no, don't say that. Well, okay. So I don't know if fairies get married because it's for an eternity. Because it doesn't sound like, I mean, Meryl and Geralt don't say they have plans on getting married.
I thought she was like, we're already married.
What was Tam Tam's line? Said marriage doesn't mean anything to fairies when you're
Oh
immortal.
no, you're right. It's just a piece of paper.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Geralt said. I did think it was so sweet when Geralt is becomes the wedding officiant and
Oh my
marries
gosh.
Addie and Rhys up on the mountain. And I was also like, man, not even a mention to the dad, but that's okay. Um, and he's reading in the human land, they read tales from Geralt for
Yeah.
marriage, and it's about Geralt and his first love, Freya. and he like starts choking up. I thought that scene was so cute, and like Meryl helps him finish it.
Yeah.
I I loved it.
I thought that was sweet.
I know. Okay, also I thought their vows, I was like, those are pretty good vows. Let me find what page they're on. But that was one of my notes here. Like I feel like Gail, all of her love
Yeah.
stories, I'm like, that's a good picture of love.
Hmm.
Rhys and Addie was a little quick, but
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for the.
ooh, I found the vows. Can I read them?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Geralt told us to swear the five Bamarrian marriage oaths. Rhys and I spoke in unison, and I felt in my chest the reverberations of his deeper voice. We promised to be kind to each other, to be patient, to forgive each other's faults, to be steadfast and true, and to keep joy in our love.
Hmm.
That's amazing.
I
Great
agree.
job, Gail. What a good
Right?
picture of what love is.
Rice is described as silky black hair and
I
like
always thought
pale
he's
skin.
blonde, like
No, but
Edward
he had white
Scissorhands.
eyelashes.
How can I imagine that?
I know. But that is the same exact description as Rhys from Akatar. I'm telling you,
We're
we
on to
are on
something.
to something.
We're on the trail. You heard it first here.
We are truffle picking this out right now.
Okay, yeah, we need to have our list of evidence.
Yeah. Do you think part of the reason why Meryl was like, you got to get married now, Addie, is so that she could be like, all right, I
Deal's done.
completed the deal. Yeah.
I kind of think partly so. Yeah, because Addie is like, "Are you sure you don't want to come back with us?" And she's like, "No, you're married now. I gotta go on my adventures."
Can you imagine that? It's like Addie has just trekked around the whole country. She's been like locked up with a dragon. She's been knocked out cold for 2 weeks. Meryl doesn't even bother to drink the fountain. And then she tricks her sister into getting married so that she can boot her out of Fairy Town.
I know. Did Meryl actually? She's like, I just got to get out of Addie's hair
I know. She's like,
or
I'm
out
so
of her
tired of this
clutches.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's smothering me.
I know. I've been her slave for too long.
Man, I hate that I'm Meryl because she stinks.
I never thought she stank.
Ugh, man. Sometimes you don't want to look at a mirror.
No, I like Meryl, and I feel like she made the right choice. And Meryl's always going to be with Addie. That was really sweet. She's like, I'll always be there. You'll always have at least one merry spirit with you. I'll come
Yeah.
visit. I'll take care of your kids.
I feel like this book would like really hit home if you're like a young person experiencing loss,
Yeah. Yeah,
you
I think
know,
you're
because
right.
you can kind of feel like that person is with you in a way, but they're up in Fairy
Then,
Town,
yeah.
like looking out for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. This book is so good. Do you remember how it hit for you when you read it back in the day? Like
I
what
remember
feelings you
just
had at the
being,
end?
I just remember being sad, being like, I want them to be together.
Yeah, like kind of dissatisfied,
Yeah.
uneasy.
And I think that's why I didn't like this book as much as a kid because I, like you said, uneasy. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's why I didn't want to read it as much. 'Cause I knew the
Yeah,
ending would be so sad.
right.
But that's what makes it so good.
So the fairies, we find out they are fighting the metaphysical world.
Yeah. Yeah. Addie's like, how can you have adventures when you can never die? And Meryl's like, we just do. It's got to
We
be
just
done.
do.
Yeah. I was like, that's a good point, Addie.
Yeah, apparently everything bad that happens is because it snuck in and the fairies weren't able to keep it at bay. So the griffins and the dragons, they all snuck in, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Which I was like, okay, maybe that's why they're so busy. They can't tell you, hey, drink this water and the gray death
I
stirred.
know. They're like, we're keeping you don't even know what we're keeping you away from, but it's bad.
You find out they're just like clubbing. They're just having like a dance party.
You mean like the dance off is the fight, or they're just pretending to
No,
have adventures?
they're just pretending like you don't even know what we're doing. Everything bad that happens is because we're fighting so hard. And then like Addie leaves and then all of a sudden it's like a dance party. And Meryl's at a rave.
Oh my gosh. I've been waiting for this life.
Yeah, that's why she has to like get them married and kick them out.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. I have two more little lines. Okay,
Okay.
so one is a sweet one. It's one of the at the end of the book. Or no, well, yeah, it's in the last part. Addie finds out that Meryl's a fairy. And she goes, I'd miss loving my sister. Loving her had changed me, had made me brave. Loving her was the best part of me.
Oh, that made me almost cry. That
Gosh,
makes me
I
think of you.
know. I know. I was thinking of you too.
Aww.
Oh. It's the last line of the book that always makes me tear up. So
Which
good.
one? The one you
I
read?
already read it. Yes.
Oh,
Because
yeah. I
they'll have them back to
know.
back, and perhaps one day someone would make up verses about us, and we'd be
Oh,
together again. I know.
that's so
It's so
sweet.
sweet. I know. Okay, so the other line is more funny though. So
Okay.
the other line is Rhys. He's like resting in the fairy town and healing also. And Addie's like, oh my gosh, how's he doing? Do you guys need to do anything to him? Is he sleeping? And they're like, actually, sorcerers don't even sleep. They just need a dark room to rest their eyes. And I think about that a lot. It reminds me of like Buddy the Elf when he's like, I got a full 30 minutes.
Oh my God. I I would go nuts if I had to just sit in a dark room conscious
Forever.
for 500 years. You have to do that every single time.
I guess that's just true. I guess that would be kind of boring.
That to me, that would make me go crazy.
No, well, but I think about it so often because I'm like, that would be so nice if all you needed was a dark, quiet room, you know? Like you could just like take a power nap, but you don't actually need to fall asleep.
Falling
Like it would
asleep
be
sounds
nice.
way better, doesn't
Well, I
it?
love falling asleep, but you know, some like if you're on a plane or something and you just close your eyes, and that's the same thing as sleeping. But you
Yeah,
couldn't actually fall asleep on a plane, but you could just close your eyes and you'd
I
feel
guess
just as
that's
good.
true.
That would be pretty nice. Then you could fall asleep anywhere. I think that's what I'm getting at. That's the dream.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like not having the anxiety of like, can I get to sleep or this or that? I think that would be nice. I don't want to have to be conscious that long though and not do
I guess that's
anything.
true. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
a
so I
good
have
point.
some vocab, and then other than
All
that, I don't have
right.
any more lines. Do you have any more lines?
Nope. That's it for me.
Do you have any vocab?
Oh, well, okay. The one thing, the dad, they're like, oh, wasn't father going to follow us? And they're like,
Oh,
it's been 2 weeks. And they're like, oh, he's still consulting his book of homely truths to
oh
see if
my
he should come or
God.
not. I was like, oh my gosh, what a bump on the log. His daughter is dying.
He, the king is the biggest villain. I guess it's just to
Honestly.
show you like when you have lack of courage and drive, like how
Mm,
how off the rails it can get.
I guess that's true. That's a good point. Okay, what's your vocab? Gail Carson
Okay.
Levine. Was that it?
I think so. Okay, let's see. I thought I had more, but it looks like it's only two, so that's it. Okay. Convalescence. At last I awoke and knew my convalescence was over.
Convalescence. Is it like when you're um like in a what is that, a catatonic state or something? Like you're just kind of laying there,
That's what I'm imagining, but I'm also imagining maybe
like
like
shimmery.
Well, I was thinking of uh like clairvoyant, maybe
Mm.
feels similar, which is like witchy woo a little bit.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like you're a spirit, like levitating or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah. All right, let's see what it is.
Mean to come together?
Convalescence. Time spent recovering from an illness or medical treatment.
You're
Recuperation.
kidding.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
literally what it means?
Yeah.
Oh my
That
God.
was a really appropriate word. Okay. Mollified.
Ooh,
She was mollified.
I think I know this one, but that would have
Okay.
been a rough clue if I didn't. I think I think it means like to soothe over,
Oh,
like to make
yeah.
okay again.
Yeah. I was thinking like satisfied,
Yeah, I think that kind of
but I
fits
think what
too.
you said is better.
I think this actually was an SAT word that I remembered.
Oh, okay. So what did you say it was again?
I think I said to soothe over.
Yeah. Appease
Soothe.
the anger or anxiety of someone, or reduce the
Mm.
severity of something, soften.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I found two more.
Oh, good.
These ones are really crazy. Well, not this one. This one's easy. Her gray eyes were luminous, ardent.
Oh, ardent.
Hmm.
Maybe like had a lot of energy kind of thing, like strong.
Okay, you think strong. I was thinking it was taking me back to Elantris days, and I feel like ardent was like a clergy, so maybe like
Oh.
spiritual.
Oh, perhaps clairvoyant again.
Uh, okay, you said strong.
Yeah, I said something like that.
Okay, we were both way wrong. Okay,
What?
enthusiastic or passionate, burning or glowing. The ardent flames.
Oh, okay.
All right, you're never gonna get this.
What?
Bella always says, wait, okay. She blinked them too often, as I do, which Bella always says makes me look addlepated.
Oh, I didn't know this word. Oh my gosh. Silly? That's my guess. Or like not smart. A little
Maybe
ditzy.
weepy? You're blinking too
Weepy.
much?
Addlepated. That sounds like a silly word.
Addlepated, stupid and confused.
Ha, ha, ha.
Wow.
That's just so much better than saying it made me look stupid. It made me look
Yeah,
addlepated.
I was totally addlepated.
Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Man, yeah, these are some words I need to add to my vocab.
I agree. I want to try to use allopated. Addlepated. I have to say it right.
Ah! Well, it's okay. No one else knows the word either, so they won't even
That
know.
I know. I do that, and sometimes people will say, like, what's that word? And I'm like, I didn't think you would call me out on that. So
I
I don't really
just had
know.
the general vibe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Closing thoughts?
well, are we ready to rate this book?
Rate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rate.
Okay. Very good. So, message slash theme.
5.
I know.
Great,
So
great
good.
message. Great themes.
Me too. Perfect 5. Writing style.
5. Perfect. No
Me
notes.
too. 5. Character depth.
I want to say 5. I'm gonna go 4.5 just because I feel like we didn't get enough for me for Rice. I
I
don't think he
agree
was
with
fleshed out
Rice.
enough.
Ooh,
But Addie and Meryl, like that whole relationship was just like
they're
chef's
really
kiss.
good. I
Yeah.
know. Man, I was thinking about putting Rice into the other miscellaneous category. I think I'll keep it there. So I'll
Okay.
give them a 5 for this.
Okay.
Lands the plane.
5. It
I
was good.
know. I think the ending was perfect.
Well, okay, let me say this again. I think Addie and Meryl's ending was perfect. I thought the wedding was kind of
Hmm.
kooky doo, but I'll leave it.
Ah, Yeah, I feel like at that point, everything else with their relationship is already so wild that you're
Yeah.
like, sure,
I'm
why
not going
not?
to keep Doc and Gail
Yeah.
for
Her one flaw.
one flaw. I'm not going to keep docking her. I already docked her, so I'm going to say 5.
Okay. All right. Entertainment.
5.
5 for me too. I was never bored. Okay. Other miscellaneous.
I feel like everything was addressed. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. I think I'll throw in my 4.5 for Rice here.
Okay.
Okay. So that brings us to a whopping 4.91. I kind of
Wow.
just want to give her a 5. What if I throw in an extra 5? Okay, I'm going to change my miscellaneous to 5. Now it's a
Okay,
4.95, and that rounds up to 5
there
extra.
you go. There you go. I was gonna say it already rounded up to 5, but that's fine.
But now it really does. We couldn't leave any room for doubt.
No room for doubt. So, Two Princesses of Bamarre has a 4.06 on Goodreads,
Are you looking up
and
Ella?
Ella Enchanted has a 4.01.
Oh, so it's slightly higher?
Two Princesses of Bamarre is slightly higher than Ella Enchanted,
Wow. Yeah, I kind
and
of agree.
I kind of agree too. And then Fairest has a 3.89. So
That
Fairest
all
is
tracks.
definitely the worst.
Ah! But honestly, I still like all of them. Okay, I want to know why they're not 5s though. What did people have wrong with Two Princesses of Baymar?
Um, I don't know. What did Read It Like Reddit say?
I only chose the ones I agreed with. They loved
What?
it.
Chrissy, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, okay, no. So we have this other game, Read It Like Reddit, where we look up Reddit posts and see if did we read it like Reddit did. And honestly, there's not a lot on Two Princesses of Baymar. A lot of it was some people were like, "Does anyone remember this book that I read when I was a kid? Two princesses, kind of like an oil painting on the front. That's all I got. Dragon sickness." And they're like, Two
Yeah.
Princesses of Baymar. And they're like, yes, that's the one. I loved it. So a lot of people were saying, like, this book. Okay, let me read you some. Okay. One person said, I loved this book and always felt weirdly competitive about how much more popular Ella Enchanted was. I was like, kind of, I agree with that
Hmm.
now. Um, this one was funny. She said, I loved this book so much. I 700% have to reread Levine's work. It's so good. This book was also the first time I encountered and subsequently fell in love with the name Rhys, way before I heard of ACOTAR.
That's Sarah J. Maas.
I
She just wrote that.
yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I gotta reread her books for another idea. Okay, and then this one. Oh, ooh, okay. I have two more because they're both just so good. Okay. This one says, this book was my all-time favorite by Gail Carson Levine. I loved her books growing up, but I still think about this one from time to time. Might need to give it a reread. I think this one
Hmm.
sticks with you. Maybe more than the other ones do.
Yeah.
And then here's the last one. Said, I love this story more than anything. Gail Carson Levine made me cry throughout the years reading this because I always pictured myself as Addie, the younger sister, and my sister Michelle as Meryl, the older sister.
Aw.
It breaks your heart, but not necessarily in a bad way. So I think a lot of people just relate to the sister,
Yeah.
even if you don't have like a sister, like someone, close to you. But I think
Yeah.
especially if you have a sister. Sweet.
Okay, so here's some 2 stars on Goodreads.
Ugh, come at us.
Underwhelming and somewhat rote. ROTE. I don't know that word. Maybe
Oh,
basic.
like, yeah, like not interesting,
Okay.
bland.
The dragon was the best part.
Dragon was great,
The
but the other
dragon
parts
was
were great
the best
too.
part. Yeah. Um, Someone said that it felt too forced and awkward.
I think the love story did.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of it.
Hmm. Someone was like, I really liked it as a kid, but now that I'm an adult and I rate books and I take that very seriously, I wouldn't read this again, too.
What? That doesn't make any sense. The target audience is like 10-year-olds.
Yeah, they say, quote, on the other hand, I've set myself a very strict scale for reviews. And, quote, I have no desire to ever read this book again, except perhaps if I end up babysitting a 6-year-old. Ranks in at a solid 2 stars. All right, that sucks.
That doesn't make sense.
Someone said that they liked the dragon. The illness didn't act like a normal illness. That seems stupid.
Dragons don't act like normal dragons in our world either.
She says a big kid doesn't seem to understand how illnesses are cured, which I
Well,
agree. Addie with her think positive thoughts and
yes.
cancer's gone. I do agree with that.
That's true.
The spyglass that looks through the walls miles away is totally creepy.
That's fair.
And then they liked this line. Humans are not the only poets and not the only ones to fashion tales to their truths. Dragons tell our own tales, and our truths are not the same as yours.
I like that one too.
I like that line.
That was a good line. And that person gave her a 1?
A 2.
Oh, so there's no 1 stars, they're all 2s?
I just was only looking at the 2 stars. You want me to look at? I'll pull out a 1 star.
I mean, if there's any good ones.
Yeah. I know some of these I'm like, sorry, you have bad opinions. Like,
did you read this book? I don't know if you did.
Let's see. Bittersweet ending, you could say that. I think if I had been an adult when I read it, I would have appreciated it better. But when I was a kid, I was hopping mad at how it ended. Okay.
Well, yeah.
But you're an adult rating it now. All right.
Yeah.
This book was trash. No.
I think they're rating the wrong book.
The ending is not what you accept. Okay. And it's so disappointing. Okay.
What?
All right. These people have bad opinions.
Yeah, I think only the 5 stars count.
I'm kind of in that too. And some people are like, I like this book, but I wouldn't read it again. 2. 2?
I like the 2 is not that kind of a book.
Yeah. I feel like if you liked it and you enjoyed it, that's at a minimum a 3.
Yeah.
Or 4.
I know. Yeah, 2 seems pretty low.
2?
How many books do you want to reread?
Right, not many. And like to me, a 1 is like, how did this even get published?
Yeah.
Like typos.
2's not very far. Yes.
2 is like, well, it's a book, but it doesn't make a lot of sense, has a lot of plot holes.
That is Gail deserves only 5s. Only 4s and above.
I agree. I totally agree. Oh, so what is our final rating? Oh, we already talked about it. 4.95.
5.
5.
Okay, but Candy, I have some more exciting announcements for you.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, well, I have a few questions for you. So, one, do you remember the book The Wish by Gail Carson Levine?
A little bit.
You'd remember this. Remember Jared with the unibrow?
No.
She strokes his unibrow. Yeah, we didn't like The Wish as much.
I feel like I don't remember that at all.
Oh no, I remember it. Here's
this is kind of sounding a little familiar.
The little synopsis is, when an old lady on the subway offers her a wish, Wilma immediately asks for popularity. In fact, she asks to be the most popular kid at school.
Oh, interesting.
I think it would come back to you. I remember this book.
If you put a gun to my head and said, have you read this? I would have said no.
Nope, we read it. I remember you didn't like it. Neither of us liked it as much as the others.
This one has a 3.3.
3.38.
That's pretty down there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's not even a 4. Okay, but the other announcement is she has new books.
Okay, I did see that. We might have to do some new ones. There's a sequel to Princesses of Bamarre.
What?
Yeah.
What is it called? No way. We need to read that.
It's called, I got the 2
Lost
chapters.
Kingdom.
A Tale of Two Castles.
Wait. Oh, you get the new books. That's how you get the cool things.
See, I know, I told you that. They don't have that in the 20-year-old copy.
Oh, she hadn't written it yet. A Tale of Two Castles. Wait,
Maybe it's not
no,
a
I don't.
sequel.
No, that's not. I don't think it is. She has a prequel though of
Oh.
Two Princesses of Bamarre called The Lost Kingdom of Bamarre. So
Oh.
that's something. Um, and she has a sequel to A Tale of Two Castles called Stolen Magic.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But she has two recent ones. One is called Sparrows in the Wind, which is a retelling of Troy, I think,
Hmm.
from the Trojan Horse. And then one is called A Ceiling Made of Eggshells, which is um it's about a story set during the expulsion of Jews from Spain about a young Jewish girl full of heart who must play her own role in her people's epic history, no matter the sacrifice. Which sounds like a
Interesting.
different kind of book.
Sounds very different. Kind of like
Yeah.
her one that she wrote about her dad in the orphanage.
Yeah, Dave at Night.
Dave at Night. Yeah.
We could read that one again. I remember not liking Dave at Night that much. Like I didn't really get it.
I don't
But
think I
I
ever
feel
read
like
that.
you might not have. I feel like I maybe got it later.
Yeah. I don't think that book was very popular.
Yeah, Goodreads says it often gets overlooked, but it's utterly charming and it truly should not be so overlooked.
Okay, so what was the prequel called again? One more time.
The Lost City of Baymar, I think. I would be totally down to read another Gale book.
I
The
would
Lost Kingdom
too.
of Baymar.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's something called The Last Kingdom.
Oh, by
Okay.
Gale?
No, it's like a big drama. It seems very popular. There's The Lost Kingdom of Baymar. Okay. And this one has.
Oh, this one, her little synopsis she has her own little summaries on her website. I'm hooked.
Mhm. I think I would do The Lost Kingdom of Baymar.
Want to do
I think we
it?
could do that. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun to read something new from Gail.
Yeah. What a
Cool.
treat.
Okay. Well, so for programming, we're doing TJ Klune 2.
Mm-hmm. I have
What is
my
it called?
book. Somewhere Beyond the Sea.
Yes.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
I was just thinking about that because the Linus and Arthur are always singing and dancing.
Sing.
I thought that's
I
cute.
know. Yeah, whenever I hear the title, I want to think of that song.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to do that book in probably like two or three parts. That'll be coming up.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do
Then
Fox's Tongue too?
Fox's Tongue, book two after that.
Mm.
And then what after that?
Oh, it's Fox's Tongue. Oh, number one is on Kindle Unlimited. And number two is on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, really?
Whoa, yeah. And I just got a
Wow.
Kindle.
Oh,
That's
that's
pretty
good.
cool. That's exciting.
Okay. So we're doing book two, The Skin Stealer's Son.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. And then what's next after that? We don't know.
We don't know. Maybe Akatar 2. Maybe Princess of Baymar 0, the
Yeah.
prequel. Didn't we
Hmm.
have some other authors we wanted to reread? Isn't this the year of sequels? Oh,
Yeah.
was it Liz Moore?
Liz Moore might be a good one. Tress of the Emerald Sea. I wouldn't mind reading that. That has really good reads, a 4.4.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people like Tress. That's by Brandon
Brandon
Sanderson.
Sanderson. Oh, I'd read another
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah. I think we should do another Frida at some point.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. I love the idea of going back to Brandon, our
Yeah,
OG.
I know.
He's a good
And
one.
who did we want to do? Reese's book club now?
Oh
Instead
no,
of New
Oprah
York Times?
Winfrey's book club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's one book, Gilead by Marilyn Robinson, that it's kind of slower, so I haven't been able to finish it. But if we were
Okay.
reading it for the podcast, I bet I could finish it.
Is it
But
good or is it bleak?
people have amazing reviews, and one of my really good friends who has excellent suggestions, she loves this book.
Okay.
But I just haven't been able to get into it because
Yeah.
it's not really a plot. It's one of those things. Kind of like Algernon a little bit. Like I guess there's a
like
little bit of a
slice of
plot.
life.
Yeah, kind of something like that. So we don't have to read it
Andrew-
for the pod. But
Yeah, Andrew loves slice of life, but to me, a lot of times it's like boring. I need like adrenaline pumping.
yeah, maybe I'll add that to my personal
Yeah.
list.
Okay. Well, we are open to taking feedback, it sounds like. If you have any books that you want us to read, let us know.
Yep. Yeah, let us know what you think about this book. Where does it rank
Yep.
on your list of Gail books?
Mm-hmm.
Better be pretty high.
Chrissy will find you. She'll make you change your opinion.
Yeah. Change your Goodreads vote.
All right. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah. Thanks
Love
for
you.
podding. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.